Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
And a very good morning to you and a top of the week to you indeed. This is Newsline and we're broadcasting live from the Newsfirst studios in Dawson Street in Colombo. And to start the proceedings this week, we've got a veteran politician with us. And clearly everybody's minds will now be focused on elections. And to discuss that and various aspects surrounding that, who better than to share that information and to share that analytical detail. But Mr. Dew Gunasekara, who is the only politician in Sri Lanka who's completed 60 years in politics. He's right here with me this morning on Newsline. Very good morning to you, Mr. Dew Gunasekara. Is that true? 60 years. You've spent 60 years in politics. And are you happy?
Quite happy.
Are you happy with the system?
No, not at all.
You're not happy
Think so.
with the system. You are personally happy though.
No, certainly what all. I mean, politicians, whatever we could do, we have contributed to the country. That's all.
Now, Mr. Gunasekara, what's the system to have a presidential election?
No, presidential election, I mean, according to the constitution,
Yeah.
we must have somewhere, the election commission will declare it
Yeah,
somewhere between November and December.
yeah,
So this before, according to the election commissioner, as well as the president's statement, when he made in New Delhi, that December 7th is the last day, before which the announcement will come.
right.
As for the
Did he have to say it in India? Why not say it in Sri Lanka?
no, that is in answer to a
question.
question to by correspondent.
Right. So we're going to have by the 7th.
By not the election to be held by the announcement will come before that.
Who makes the announcement?
Election commission.
Right. So has he made it official?
He has already mentioned that between December 7th and November somewhere, in between the announcement.
Is
will
that?
be made.
Oh, I see. So we
So-
still wait for a formal announcement.
Yeah, but we'll have to get ready. We are quite certain that it will come within the
Okay.
next 6 months.
Right.
Within the next 6 months.
When you say we have to get ready,
we get people, we all.
the people. The people must get ready.
Yeah.
And any thoughts on is this the best way forward?
And I feel that, in the circumstances in which we are placed in,
Yeah.
I would prefer the general elections to precede the presidential election. For the simple reason that, through a executive presidency, we have a system where really in between the executive presidency system and a parliamentary system
Right.
after the 90th Amendment.
Yes. So we are in a
We
bit
have
of
got
a
stuck in between.
Right.
We have non-effective president and non-effective prime minister.
Right.
So the process has come to a standstill. So that is result. All these problems arise, without solutions. Right? Executive now, Jayajadana, when he set up the executive presidency,
Yeah.
he was the head of the state,
Yeah.
head of the government, head of the armed forces, and head of the political party.
Right.
He was head of the political party.
Yeah.
And he had commanding majority in the cabinet as well as in the parliament.
Right.
After that, all other presidents, they were weaker presidents. But they continue to be, the ruling party continued to have the majority in parliament as well as the presidency. But from 2015,
Yeah.
for the first time in the history of our country, after the enactment of the 1978 Constitution,
Yeah.
the President Sirisena comes into power
Yeah.
with no political power either in the cabinet or in the parliament. This is the matter that no one is talking about. They decided upon a common candidate, no doubt,
Yes.
outside the political party. So in which case he should have continued as a non-political president,
Right.
right? But when what happened after 19th? After 19th, the defeated president, Mahinda Rajapaksa, he handed over the leadership of the party back to the president. Then he became a political animal again.
Right.
Right? And then, naturally, the conflict started from there between Prime Minister and President. And that fight continues to operate. That is what I observe. So, the purpose of which the executive president was set up is defeated. So, either we must get into the parliamentary system or continue with this system.
So this
So, this is really the constitutional crisis we are in a place. That is being given expression in all forms and in all spheres.
it's been given life. So why is it then that they're not addressing the fundamentals?
That's the reason. So that's why now, for instance, we are having a presidential election. Saying that, say, for instance,
But what's the
Party A, say, for instance, Party A
Yeah.
wins the president.
Yeah.
But the parliamentary election, the Party B wins.
So we'll be back to square one.
Where conflict continues to operate. So,
So how
therefore, I feel that it's better, more advisable to have general election first, then people elect the government, and then the people will accordingly select a person to fit into the system. Parliamentary
into
system.
that box.
Yeah. Otherwise, the conflict continues to operate.
So do you think?
So the solution is the fundamental constitutional problem.
Yeah.
We must get back to the parliamentary system or be in the executive presidency. We are neither here nor there. The country is
neither here nor there.
we are in a state of chaos.
And they're not doing anything about it.
No, there's no consensus. No.
Yeah.
The absence of consensus is the striking feature of the whole system. Is there no consensus on any issue at all? On the ethnic question, we have not been able to have a consensus. Or any rather, I say, national issue, we have not been able to bring about a consensus. Otherwise, how could run the country? We may differ politically, say, policy-wise,
Yeah.
but on certain fundamental things, we'll have to come to some compromise position. Say on the constitution, we must either get back to executive presidency or transform ourselves into a parliamentary system. Originally, the president, they expected in 2015, 19th Amendment to be brought forward immediately within 100 days, and then followed by 20th Amendment. But 20th Amendment was torpedoed, I say clearly, by the Prime Minister, because he wants to have the best of both worlds. Power of the Prime Minister, and also having in view, if he could become the executive president.
But does he really want to be the executive president when the president
Aspire in the next election.
Yes, but under the present system, as you've just said, the president has hardly got any powers.
That's right. No. I mean, then at least he'll have power in the parliament, and if the president is if the Ranil is the president, and he commands the majority of the parliament, that's almost he is the executive president.
So then why would he want to be the president? Because he has more power.
More power.
He has more power being prime minister, though. If you have a majority in the parliament and you are the prime minister, you technically have more power.
But anyway, that's true. But you must have the command. But that conflict with the president is there.
Right.
Now you take foreign policy.
Yes. Okay. Foreign policy.
Foreign policy and defense policy both.
Yeah.
I mean, this is to these are two issues on which the President Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe both started the fight, I mean, ever since and they came into power, from
Yes.
2015. And today it has come to a point where they can't coexist.
They can't coexist. On Newsline, we do encourage you to send us your questions by SMS, and the number is 0772 300 305. SMS only, please. 0772 300 305, and it comes straight through to us here. Now then, Mr. Gunasekara, the country is in a state of flux. They can't agree on anything, foreign policy or economically even. This is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You say that even the ethnic issue has not been resolved, or no steps.
Yeah.
And yet there seems to be, is it set in stone now that we will have a presidential election by the 7th of December? Or is there some doubt?
I mean, the legal circles, certain people are of the opinion that there's a difference of opinion with regard to the date of operation.
Of the?
Say so the Prime President gets the power to dissolve Parliament after 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Right.
But that power derives from the passing of the 19th Amendment.
Or from the 9th of January.
When he got elected.
Yeah. That is, I mean.
But the Supreme Court has ruled that under the 19th Amendment.
It has ruled that his term is 5 years.
Yes, but have they said
Not 6 years.
Have they said when?
That is that I am not certain. That is where whether we have stipulated the date, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, so that is why they talk in the town that the president is going to ask for a determination and all the rest of it. Some of the opinion, no, it's the interpretation really is that no.
Which way is this going, this election? Is it going 3 ways? Is it going to be just 2 ways?
I know, if the president seeks a determination, the Supreme Court decides, then of course things will get clear.
Yeah.
Right. But in any case, now as it is, of course, the presidential election is coming.
Right. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it going 3 ways? Is it going 2 ways?
2 ways, maybe 4, 5 ways. People are, so many candidates in the field unannounced, unidentified.
But I want to ask you this. Can a candidate seemingly out of nowhere, can that candidate pop up and become the president?
No. Is from the two mainstreams.
Is that because that's how the voters are?
Yeah, two mainstreams. It has, I mean, I don't know, some people are thinking that things might take place like what happened in France, but I don't think things are not so matured in our country.
But we had Donald Trump.
No, but he represented the Republican Party.
Yes, but before he sought that office, or before...
No, what is the mainstream of the Republican and Democratic? So
Yes,
he presented a Republican.
Okay.
Although he,
But what you're saying is no independent person is likely to come.
That's right, independent.
I see.
People are talking about race, independent people, and Dambika Rai's name is right.
Clean leadership. Somebody's asking me about clean leadership. Well, he's asking you actually. He says, I'm just going to read it out to you. It says here, this is the best time for you to tell us, the people, about the cleanliness of your leader, Emma, and his family. I'm thinking they're talking about financial.
I can't determine. If you have any allegation, you go to the courts and decide.
Right.
Get a decision.
Okay.
This whole trouble is that people are making allegations against everybody. There's not a single person who escaped the allegations.
Right.
Right. All the politicians are today, apparently discredited.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's unfair for me to make a
Right.
allegation that this man is corrupt and the other man, I do,
Yeah.
those sweeping statements I don't make
You don't
against
make
anyone.
Please ask your guest, having been a politician for 60 years, why honest politicians have failed to take control of our country?
Now, that is what the people deserve.
They elect whom they get whom they elect. So they get swayed.
Now, number of factors have contributed to the deterioration of the political culture, the main thing. Our political culture, now, what we may have policy differences.
Yeah.
The policy differences it should be there.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. But here we have come to a point where really the political culture, you take the parliament. That is the best place now. Recently we had a 3-day debate on this situation, April 21st. And not a single speaker spoke about the so-called global terrorism. And that is the cause of the catastrophe. But not a single speaker. Normally, the Prime Minister of the country must make a comprehensive statement to the country, saying, he is the person who used the word global terrorism.
Yeah.
This is not something beyond our control and it's a global. So he must say the nature of the global terrorism, the origin, how it expanded, how it influenced, what happened in Syria, what happened in Iraq and all that. People should know. People still do not know what this global terrorism is. Not even MPs. It has never been discussed. It was not discussed for the 3-day debate. I was following the entire debate. Not a single MP came out with an analysis of what this global terrorism is. So that is the state of affairs.
Do you think that the government has done enough? Not enough, but have they done the best they can after the attacks of the 21st of April?
Of course, it has been brought to normal. Now, I think, thanks to Cardinal, I think it would have gone completely out of control. When this happened in the absence of president was away in the country.
Yeah.
And that time it was leadership sort of and luckily, Cardinal and also other religious leaders, they stepped in and prevailed upon the people, so the people responded.
Yeah.
That saved the situation. Otherwise, it would have been worse than 1983, Black July.
The armed forces and so on were brought out just in time.
Yeah.
So
Black July, of course, what happened to it was President Ajana kept quiet for 6 days. allowing to carry on regardless.
Yeah. There were serious questions about that people were fiddling while
We don't know.
city was burning.
I gave a statement when I was taken. They tried to put the whole blame on us now, the left parties.
Okay.
So when I was taken by CID, and then I said, who's behind? I said, Jayajadar is behind the whole thing. And that fellow, inspector, refused to record it. I said, if you don't record it, I won't sign my statement. You have to record it. I am taking the full responsibility for what I say. Later he contacted IG and all that, then he recorded it. So
That's the other thing. These police statements are our statement.
Yeah.
So we can't be writing what the policeman wants us to write. Then let him sign it.
When I said Jayajadar was behind 93, then his pen ceased to move.
His pen ceased to write.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I said, no, it's my statement. You record it. I take the responsibility. You will not lose your job. I might lose my head.
Yeah.
Right?
Now then, in the last 10 minutes, what's the form now? When will the nomination start being?
Somewhere in November, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've got how long? How many weeks? 2 months of
No,
campaigning?
1 month or 6 weeks most
Most
for the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, is it too early to ask you who the likely candidates will be?
Still, I don't know, they were mentions again, they go down deep right in hibernation.
Right.
Again it comes.
So these are these all
Various names come to the surface again, they go down.
But these are, for you, they are political. You've seen these things happen time and time and time again.
Only name is from the Gotai's name is there.
Yeah.
That is other side. Again,
But again, there's a doubt because
they
it's
are
something
given
about
down
this-
because when the cases are
citizenship.
coming up and
Yeah.
all that various.
Yeah.
Then, but the UNP, there's a big inner party struggle there. Big struggle.
What?
Acute struggle.
What, to
I
be,
don't know.
to be the president?
For the presidential candidate.
Would you like to be president under this system?
I don't represent the two major extremes. No?
Right. Okay, so then what? That's your analysis of the UN.
Yeah, that's no. Whatever is the way, I mean, I hope two good candidates will come.
Are there any potentially? Is the potential field?
Outside the mainstream, no. I don't think there are contenders. So some are.
Yeah. I don't mean that. What I mean is, out of the existing field of politicians, is there anyone who you would consider and say, well, he's good leadership material, he should come forward to, or she should come forward to be the president? Is there anybody there?
I can't say. I can't mention a name.
You can't choose any one person. Is that what you mean?
To best of my, I mean, you'll have to select one what is available.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you go? What's available. So since no decision has been taken, I will be because we are part of the alliance, and so I don't want to commit myself. So once the decision comes, we'll back the alliance candidate.
I see. Well, there you go. Some people say, actually, Dew will make a good president.
Too late.
Too late? JR was very old when he
Yes,
became president.
JR was 72 when
Yeah.
he became president.
Okay, it's not that old nowadays. Do you think there's any possibility of anyone other than the traditional candidates coming forward?
No.
From one of the mainstream parties?
Outside the mainstream.
No, from the now, for example, like you say.
From the
you
UNP,
say-
I mean, the three main names are there on Ranil,
Yeah.
Sajid, and Karu. These are the three at the
From the
moment.
UNP.
At the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
I don't know whether dark horses are there. I
Right.
can't see
Okay.
at the
Then
moment.
the next one, the other side.
Other side only Goda's name here for the moment.
But we've noticed that Gota's name is there, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen anywhere MR saying it's Gota. I've not heard him say. And at the end of the day, he appears to be in the driving seat.
It may be a Gota, or it may be sometimes Maitri. How do you know?
What about people like Kumar Welgama and Dinesh Gunawardena and so on?
I mean, that is depending on the alliance. If the alliance decide, of course, is there. There are people who can. There are. But normally, I mean, it's from the major party, that it comes. I mean,
So that
from the major party.
that cuts out Dinesh then.
That is. Dinesh is a good candidate. I mean, my contemporary. I like him.
Right. Yeah.
Both of us are in the parliament together.
But does that mean, were you at Royal as well?
No, I'm from Mother Rahul.
Okay. So you didn't go to school with Ranil? Yeah. Right. So anybody so it's only Gota from the other side?
As it is, I don't know. I mean, no decision. And it was announced that the President MR will announce it in a few weeks' time, the candidate.
Well, there you go. Newsline is coming to an end. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes left. If you have any questions, please send them in 0772 300 305. Mr. Gunasekara, in your candid opinion, what should come first?
I think better in the interest of the country for the general election to precede the
What
presidential.
about the provincial election? That's not been.
Provincial is now no one talking because this needs amendments in the parliament, so no one is doing. How? Either you must go back to the old system or the present system. We are neither like the constitution.
So
we are neither here nor there.
So Parliament is.
We are in a state of indecisions. Same, in the provincial council election, they have not decided upon the more.
You've been in politics for 60 years. What are people who meet you? What are they saying? What are they complaining about?
People are generally dissatisfied, frustrated
About what now?
but mainly about the politicians. Talk about this. This has gone far. I don't know how. Definitely, this will have. There may be a qualitative change from within. People are not going to exercise their vote just for the sake of voting this time. And also social media also another decisive factor.
Yeah.
Say at least 25%. We got 1 million new votes, teenage voters this time. Take it, 1 million.
Yeah.
So these are additional factors, new factors. So it won't be so easy as you think. Or the traditional parties must think twice.
Are we doomed to have more of the same? Is that our lot in life, or will there be positive change?
I'm not pessimistic. I'm optimistic. New leaders will emerge. People realize it should come from within. There are young people who are coming. They are not given opportunity to emerge. So they will. But next 5 years, I think new leadership will emerge.
Well, Gunasekara, that's been a good food for thought. Thank you very much for being on Newsline, and we look forward to welcoming you as ever on our network more and more. Thank you very much, and we really appreciate you getting up early and getting here on time. And that's the way it was on Newsline this morning. We wish you all the very best for the forthcoming week, and tune in to News First with all our hourly bulletins and so on to keep up and abreast with the latest developments as and when they happen. And that's the way it was. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and of course, God bless.
News First, Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.